Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Disney Plus developing a Boba Fett series. We're going to take a look at why and how they're going to be doing it. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. Greetings, Exalted Ones. Greetings to all you Jedi, Padawans, and younglings out there. This is Star Wars Coffee, covering everything you need to know about the latest developments, news, and leaks in Star Wars, and as always, giving you my analysis. Star Wars Coffee channel memberships are now live. We want to thank the current members, Neon Victor, BSimms, Daniel Davis, and Richard Strickland. The Mandalorian Season 2 is continuing to heat up. We're about to meet Sasha Banks' character in next week's episode, but we also got to look at a surprising cameo from a past member of the Star Wars family, Temuera Morrison, returning as Boba Fett to the Star Wars universe. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, this was no surprise to you, as we've been talking about the leaks suggesting Boba Fett's appearance for months at this point. But for those general audience fans who are just tuning into the Star Wars verse because it's Mando season, welcome aboard. Over the years, Boba Fett developed a reputation as the galaxy's deadliest bounty hunter. He wore Mandalorian armor reminiscent of his father's, beat up from his many jobs, and piloted the fearsome Slave One-star ship. He became one of Jabba the Hutt's go-to mercenaries and was present during a tense meeting between the gangster and Han Solo. I remind you all of that to set up where we are in the timeline. So The Mandalorian takes place 6 years after Return of the Jedi, and we all know that in Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett was careened into the Sarlacc pit, and we now know that he gets out. This makes it very likely that Mando is very aware of who Boba Fett is and is aware of his reputation, considering the official Star Wars databank mentions that he has a reputation as the galaxy's deadliest bounty hunter. This is a great tip to the fact that Mando knows who Boba Fett is, given the Huttese Easter egg. It seems like The Mandalorian is going to be providing stability and a frame of reference for the Star Wars franchise as it expands beyond the story of the Skywalker family, and they're going to be using The Mandalorian as a catalyst for it. And using this show to launch spin-offs certainly seems like a smart idea, especially on Disney Plus. And I expect us to find out more about this when Disney holds their investors meeting in December. Getting to more Boba Fett spin-off news, Deadline has offered a pretty big update to their article in regards to what the other spin-off may be. To their understanding, the first spin-off is a new Disney Plus show starring Boba Fett, which we here at Star Wars Coffee have been hearing about for months. We just haven't reported on it because it's been kind of a dead story since its arrival on the scene. The inspiration for the Mandalorian series and the entire Mandalorian culture, Temuera Morrison, who had a cameo at the end of the second season premiere, is said to be involved. Morrison will likely reappear later in this season, and possibly as another character on top of his role as Boba Fett. And of course what they're teasing here is the Captain Rex cameo as well. Personally, I have not heard of another Boba Fett appearance this season. I don't think any outlet has reported on that. However, it would not surprise me to see him at least one more time, continuing to just follow Din and the child as discreetly as he possibly can. Morrison will likely reappear at the end of the season, but his new project is suggested to be a mini-series with a limited run plan rather than a new ongoing series on top of ones in the pipeline. To clarify what this means, they're likely retooling the Boba Fett film that was cancelled after the director who was going to be directing it bombed with Fantastic Four reboot. So they then cancelled the Boba Fett series, and now it looks like they're going to be retooling that into just like a Kenobi type of series, where it's going to be a limited run, single season, several episodes, and be done. So it's going to be a one-off type of series, and they're just going to retool that film to it, which makes perfect sense, as well as the fact that Disney now has their own platform. They can do whatever they want with no timeline and no restriction on what they choose to do. Filming on the untitled Boba Fett series reportedly starts next week, which would be massive news because then we would get some leaks and set photos starting to arrive, casting rumors, all of that starting to arrive, and that would give us a lot more information and a lot more credibility to this Deadline report. The Mandalorian resumes filming a month later for Season 3, It'd certainly be surreal to learn that Lucasfilm has secretly commissioned a writing and directing team on a Boba Fett project with very little rumors indicating plans for it. This is somewhat correct. The Boba Fett series has been rumored since Disney Plus started, essentially, due to the fact that we knew that there was going to be a Boba Fett movie. I have the reason that this film didn't make it to the big screen. If you want more detail other than just the Fantastic Four bombed, you can find that video on the channel probably months back. You can just use Boba Fett Star Wars Coffee as the search and you'll probably find it that way. However, with the Boba Fett project, this is definitely somewhat of a surprise, but a welcome one to be sure. It also indicates that Disney Plus is going to be a much bigger platform for Star Wars than we thought, as they chart a course for the future of Star Wars series on the big screen. As we currently know, they have the Bad Batch in development. We have the likely Cara Dune and Katie Sackhoff spinoff. We have the Ahsoka spinoff, depending on how her cameo goes. We have this Boba Fett series, and we have this Kenobi series, the Cassian Andor series. So it really seems that we could be going a lot of places with Star Wars universe, and that this could be Star Wars home, and that they could move away from the theatrical releases. Likely this makes a lot of sense given the business plan, but I assume we'll find out that much more in December when Disney holds their investors meeting. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, may God bless you, and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.